Hi, I'm Wayne Willis, and welcome to EDUC 628, Culture and Technology, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about the research project you'll be doing for this class. To start with, it will start as a conventional research project that you would do for any graduate class. You'll take your topic and you'll see what the scholars in the field have said about that topic. You'll be looking at journal articles and scholarly books. You will not be using, unrefereed websites and blogs and so forth. Would not be appropriate for graduate research. Although, if you do find, a website by one of the top scholars in the field who is publishing in all those other journals and so forth, it would be appropriate to include material from that. But anyway, you're going to try to figure out what you can about the particular technology, how it emerged, and most importantly, how it affected the culture at the time. If your topic happens to be the alphabet, then most of the literature you'll be reading will be anthropology literature. If it's something more recent, then it may be history of technology literature or any number of other kinds of disciplines. To find the resources, the best thing I think for you to do would be to log on to the university library website and go through the search engines they have there that search all the standard scholarly journals and so forth. If you go to Google or Yahoo, you're going to get a whole bunch of stuff that would not be appropriate. But anyway, go to the library, go through their search engines. A lot of what you want will be available online. Some of it will not. The stuff that's not available online may be available in our library, and the library can send it to you. And if it's not available, then they can get it for you through interlibrary loan. So it's important, though, that you get started on this rather quickly, because it may take a few weeks for them to get things on interlibrary loan. So you need to really start creating your bibliography right away and start locating materials and getting them and studying them and figuring out what the research says and what you need to say. Having done all that sort of initial research like you would for any standard research paper, then we shift into a different kind of gear. And what I would like for you to do is put on your best teacher's hat and think about the best ways to convey that information to your peers. The audience for what you're producing would be other teachers. And so you want to be writing and creating at that level. And so you think about the stories, the illustrations, the things you would do to make those points. Normally in a research paper you wouldn't include stories and illustrations. You would just stick to the basic research information. But you'll be able to tell anecdotes and include interesting and colorful things to make your point clear to your readers, listeners, viewers, not readers, but listeners or viewers for your project. And then you can figure out, should this be a video? Should it be an audio or whatever? If you're not real technically savvy and you want to do this in the least technically complicated way, I think the thing to do would be to take that research paper information and write a script. And it would basically be an informal version of a research paper in which you would include, as I said, anecdotes, stories, illustrations that would not normally be in a research paper. And then you would either yourself read it and record it, read it aloud and record it for an audience to hear, using your best radio broadcast voice, or perhaps you would get a friend or family member, somebody else who has a good broadcast voice to do the reading of it for you. And so at a minimal level, you'll need to be able to convert your research and essentially a research paper into something more engaging for an audience of your peers. And you could do that simply by recording audio of what you've written. Some of you have much more sophisticated technology skills than that, and this would be a chance for you to create something really sophisticated that you would want to go in your professional portfolio to show your employer, future employers, just as a fulfillment of your professional ambitions related to technology. And so for those of you who want to do that, this is wonderful. I can't wait to see or hear what it is you're going to create. If it's audio, you want to put music in the background, that'd be wonderful. If it's video and you want to do something really sophisticated, that's great. If you have friends who are professional actors or have professional cameras and want to do that kind of stuff, if for that matter, if you have access to one of the top scholars in your field and you want to call and interview them and include that in, it would be appropriate. So use your imagination for getting it out there, but first you need to do research, and that means getting the books and articles, reading, studying them, creating an outline, putting down your main points, doing just like what you would do for a conventional research paper. So good luck with that, and I look forward to hearing from what you're working on and seeing what you've created. And I've been enjoying the conversation on discussion board so far. I look forward to continuing that. You're a lively group, and I'm enjoying hearing what you've got to say. Thanks.